Hey everybody, Don Dabney, Left Coast Classics, and this here is the coolest and the nicest Model A I think I've ever been in. And in this video, I'm going to take you out for a ride. I'm going to take you under the car. I'm going to take you around the car. I'm going to show you the whole thing. So stick with me. Let's go. This is just a great driving Model A. I love this thing. It's got more accessories than Zsa Zsa Gabor out on a Sunday on Rodeo Drive. I mean, it's got everything known to man on it. It has a clock built into the mirror here, which I'm not sure works. It has wipers. We have fog lamps. A radio that I got to tell you, it's not working. We will check it, but for now it's not working. Aftermarket blinkers. It even has the primer bypassed the way the car is set up, and a little siren job hooked up off the vacuum under the hood. Listen to this. Pretty cool. It has you got your water gauge, your oil gauge, amps. You've got your speedometer, your odometer. You have an electric fan right here in the car. We have spot lamps on both sides, and it's just loaded to the. There's more in here. There's a speaker down here on the floor. It's just an incredibly cool, nicely set up Model A. Everybody loves that thing. It's kind of fun. The horn does not work, but that does. And it works off the primer, which is cool. You pull what was the primer, which you no longer need, and that's what you got. Now it also has the gear splitter down here. So once you're going along, if you want to get the RPMs down, you can just pull that baby down, which now it's in the down position, or if you want the gears higher, you can put it in the other direction, and it just gives you, more ability to cruise at higher speeds. Not that you want to go horribly fast in this thing, but, you could. I mean, faster than your average Model A. Oh, I forgot to mention, it also has like a little ashtray over here, and it also has a lighter. So if you still smoke, who knows what you smoke, but you could. You've got all the tools here to do that job. And a nice little chrome hook if somebody wants to hang their cap or their purse or something there. That would be kind of useful with that. I already got it, like a cute girl waved at me. Who knows, if I had one of these back in my single days, I could have just totally picked up on the chicks. But, you always learn later. This is a moonbeam here. I'll leave, somebody in the comment section can tell me what that does. I know I've been told, but I just don't remember. Another thing you probably notice when you're looking at the still photos is it has a beautiful hood ornament off the radiator cap, but it also has these cool little corner marker posts so you can see where you are when you're parking relative to the corner of the car. Not to mention the cowl lamps, the fog lamps, I don't know if I mentioned those already. It just really, and then the steering wheel turner, so you could steer with one hand here if you wanted to do that. Now from time to time you'll hear like a brrr, almost like a brrr. It's actually the steering wheel turner, single-handed steering wheel control handle on the wheel. Those typically are kind of, kind of rattly. So, but when I put my hand on it, it greatly reduced, it doesn't rattle anymore. Dude, you don't need your mask in your car if you're alone, especially. Just trying to help people out. Anyway, normally my videos are about 10 minutes. I mean, I could just drive around and talk about this thing all day long. It's the coolest Model A ever. It's just, and it's so beautiful. The paint on the car is like, it's an old restoration, but it looks like it's practically fresh out of the wrapper. It's had virtually no use, and the owner owns a very, highly rated shop in town. It's a sentimental car to him, so it's just been maintained to the nines while not really being used. So it's, I think he must go in there every morning, drink his coffee, and dust off the bottom of the car because it sits on the rack with a cover on it. And when you look at the underside of the car, which you'll see later in this video and also in the still photos, it's just so beyond clean. It's just amazingly clean and in beautiful shape. I would argue that this car probably is nicer and possibly significantly nicer than it ever was coming off the front line out of the Ford factory, just because everything was done so high end. And a guy would have just paid a boatload at the dealer to have all these accessories added. There's accessories on here after 16, 17 years of doing what I do for a living. There's accessories on this car I've never seen before. So this is about the fastest I've been able to go because it just can't go too fast in Sonoma. I do want to make note that the speedometer isn't working, but it's like, who cares? Who cares? You'll never be able to break the speed limit in this thing anyway, will you? And even if you are, the cop will probably be giving you a big thumbs up because your car is so cool. But right now we're in third gear and we're just humming along. Excuse me, I would guess we're doing 40, 45 right now, and I've got room to go. I can go faster. I'm not going to because there's a stop sign right up ahead. All right, so we're just gonna pull over, and thank you all for checking out this cool video. If you have any questions, give me a call. Check out our website at Left Coast Classics. That's where all the photos are. And be sure to check us out on all the social media sites. If you're up on those, you'll find me under Left Coast Classics. And now 3 episodes of Wheeler Dealers. The first one, back in the olden days, was with Mike Brewer and Ed China. It was a 1957 Ford Thunderbird. You may have seen it. And the last one that aired was a 1972 Lancia Fulvia. That came out in the spring of 2018. And the brand new one is a little green sports car, but I can't tell you what it is. I believe it's going to be the premiere episode for the new season, launching any day now. So we're waiting for that to launch. All right, give me a call anytime if you have any questions, and thanks for checking out this beautiful Model A pickup. This is by far the cleanest undercarriage of any Model A I've ever seen in my whole entire career. It looks brand new. You don't find anything rattle canned under here. The smallest details are all just looking good. The exhaust is beautiful. Everything, every nut and bolt, so nicely done. And the Mitchell here. Look at this cool setup. Even the battery holder is all beautifully refinished. I mean, look at all the fittings and the connectors and the nuts and the bolts and the cloth wire covers.